I think there's a lot of that with Jordan Peterson as well. Fuck. Content warning on this one, but it's just because you have to look at Jordan Peterson. And Andy Neo. Apparently Jordan Peterson had journalist Andy Neo on his podcast. I always fuck his name up on purpose. Andy No is a propagandist posing as a journalist. You will always hear the right refer to, well, when a gay Asian journalist says it, when a gay Asian journalist says Antifa is bad. Now this motherfucker is on video hanging out with the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers and shit. He's in good with them. Jordan Peterson wishes he was a manly man. He wishes he was a manly man. So he was asked by Andy New, because Andy New has a hard-on with trying to paint Antifa as violent, Jordan Peterson's thoughts from a psychological perspective on Antifa.
I wanted to ask you about based on your knowledge, your background, your clinical experience, what is
Andy Gnome.
The psychology of this mob violence? When I see it, I don't even recognize some of these. They seem animal.
To Andy No, Jordan Peterson is a victim of mob violence because his students glued his doors shut. I'm serious. I'm sure they mentioned that earlier. Like, they wouldn't tell you that that's what actually happened. They'd probably say that, like, Peterson was a victim of the mob violence while they were on campus. They left out the part, like, they glued his doors shut because he's a loser. But I'm sure Andy New framed it that way.
Animalistic is what I mean.
They're worse than animals. They're worse than animals because animals, they just kill to eat, you know. Human beings, they have a twist in them that makes them far worse than animals when they really get going. Well, I think you really want to know what I think? I think it's revenge against God for the crime of being.
It's revenge against God. It's revenge against God. Christian God is real. We're going to go kill him. Oh, fuck. It's revenge against God.
That's really what I think. It's Cain.
You're an idiot.
Cain and Abel. It's like, oh, Abel's your guy. Hey, God, how about if I take him out in the field and beat him to death?
Somebody clear this up for me. Peterson in the past has claimed he's not religious, right? But the motherfucker, all he talks about nowadays is the fucking Bible. And he gets all Old Testament. No. Just wait. You haven't even seen the best part. Motherfucker starts to cry. Well,
I think you really want to know what I think? I think it's revenge against God for the crime of being. That's really what I think. It's Cain and Abel. It's like, oh, Abel's your guy, eh, God?
It's Cain. It's the big red machine. It's Cain. I'm sorry. I'm in a wrestling mood. It's WrestleMania week.
How about if I take him out in the field and beat him to death? How do you feel about that? All my sacrifices went unrewarded. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's what it is at the bottom of the hell of things.
Oh God, I wish it went on longer. He really started at the bottom of the hell of things. People look to this asshole for advice. What is wrong with people? I'm sorry, but the people that look up to Jordan Peterson or Elon Musk, many of the other figures in our society, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Learn to feel embarrassment. Oh, but like Kane, the big red machine from WWE, is a hardcore Republican. Also, wore a mask for most of his career, is an anti-masker. Explain that one. Cain and Abel. Cain enabled Abel. RB caught up with us. Yeah, okay, Ida, I will agree with you. Yeah, I'm not going to mock him for crying. It's that he's crying over nonsense. It's fucking last night when I played the Liza Minnelli clip and Lady Gaga, you know, giving her props on stage, I fucking shed a tear. So, like, there's nothing totally cool with showing emotion. No, he's just crying over just made-up bullshit. But don't worry, guys. According to John Voight, greatness is going to return to the United States. John Voight has a message for us.
Have been hurt. Yes, many in fear and loss. How can this be? We all want justice upon this cruel act.
He recorded this in his hotel room next to an airport.
My fellow Americans, I'm a man who has lived a life and have seen many horror stories. Each one is a horror. But this is beyond. This is our cruelest of this time.
What is?
Now we must not allow our children to be let down. We must build up our country, and we must become a nation of strength. Since Biden took office, he has lowered our nation's standards and heightened our prices for his benefit. He has lost our greatest loves, our truths, our freedom, our flag stripes, red, white, and blue.
Old man yells at cloud.
But my dear friends, not for long. For God is my witness, he, God, shall bring us all back to the greatness in this land, where one will find their best potential. For we, the people, are the ones who will stand our ground for our truths, our freedom. Because as Abraham Lincoln knew, we will sacrifice self for this land of God's freedom, the United States of America. Much love to you.
Fuck your God, your Lord, your Christ. John Voight is talking bullshit. But that doesn't mean if I had the opportunity to purchase John Voight's 94 LeBaron that I wouldn't do it. Don't tempt me. John Voight, the what was it, orthopedic surgeon or some shit? Orthodontist. John Voight, the orthodontist. You know I'm not wearing pants right now, don't you, Curiouser? That happened earlier in the show. I threw my pants over on the couch, in case you guys missed it. Yes, I sang some of Perfect Circle. Had to break it out.